Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Dredge. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a pretty great day. I've got a nice big cup of coffee sitting in my Hakuna Matata mug, and I'm ready to continue on this journey. So off screen, so between sessions, I've been doing a bit of grinding, just catching fish, turning them in, selling them, dredging up materials, getting them into the dry dock, getting the ship upgraded. So we can take a look at where we are here. So I've got the twin jet drive engine, the versatile rod, fathomless winch, and incandescent array. And at the top, it'll show us what that means for us. So we have a top speed of 86 knots, fishing speed of 250%, lights at 3000 lumens, and we can catch all of these fish, which I think is all of them. We'll have to pick up a crab pot or two to drop, but I think this is it, which is pretty nice. And you can see that this ship hold itself is quite a bit bigger. If we pop into the dry dock, we can see we've made progress moving up here, and we're working on this last tree. The one I'm more interested in is the rod spaces, because I'd like to see if we can fit both the winch and the rod and the trawl net all in at the same time. I'm hoping that's possible. I don't know if it's possible, but yeah, here's hoping. If we have to get rid of the sign of ruin, I guess it's okay. Don't know if this is specifically needed to get the odd fish. We look at our pursuits. We still need to find the necklace in the Twisted Strand and the Watch in the Devil's Spine. Our friend the Collector has sent us toward the Twisted Strand next, so that's where we will be heading. We still have to catch rare fish, so we'll keep our eye out for that. Let's see, what else? So we got to head to the northwest first. Okay. Let's get undocked, and we will make our way out there. You can see immediately how fast... Oop, before we get too far. You can see how fast we're moving. But before we get too far, I said it and then forgot, as is tradition. We need to pick up a couple of crab pots. Nope, wrong one. Shipwright. Do you not sell crab pots? The fishmonger? Fishmonger. There we go. Yeah, we've got money for days. Let's get the hardy crab pot. Okay, we're gonna head off to the Twisted Strand. I will meet you there, or if anything interesting happens on the way. And here we are, just as the sun is setting. We can see the mangrove trees. And is that our friend the merchant? I hope so. It looks like it is. Yeah, alright. Let's see what she has to say about this place, if anything. And we'll venture forth. Hey again, come by for a chat. What can you tell me about Twisted Strand? Not much, to be honest. I've gone inside just once. I sailed to the lagoon behind us and saw I could go left, right, or straight ahead. Something about the place seemed off, though. The fog. It looked like the trees were moving. I can't explain it. I turned around and sailed right back out. Fair enough. I sometimes use a spot to rest up for a few days. The sunrises are particularly striking through the haze. Never do any regular business here, of course. Is there anything else you want to talk about? There's not. Okay. I don't want to go in at night just because. So we'll quickly rest until dawn. And then we'll peek in. So it sounds like there's going to be multiple ways to go. Yeah. It is. The sunrises are quite nice here, though, if we can get out of the trees. Still can see the lighthouse, which is quite cool. But let's go ahead and peek inside along with the ominous music. Well, that's a disturbing effigy. That looks like a trap. Whoa, hello. Low back there. Let's avoid what to my mind is a very obvious trap. Oh. Oh, that's moving forward. Okay. Okay, no. We'll use our banish against that guy. And those vines just popped out of nowhere, eh? Let's go ahead and see what kind of fish we got here. A sergeant fish. Let's pull a few of these up, if nothing else, to get the money from our friend the traveling merchant. And to count towards our total fish caught and collected. Gray mullet. Alright. No odd fish yet. Oh, there we go, as I say it. The entwined mullet. Twitching tendrils sprout from the gill plates of this little fish. They heave in unison, moving the fish against its will. Oh, that's not very nice. Okay, so those vines go up and down. She wasn't kidding, they move. I suppose we just follow the arrows. Something slithers into your cargo. Yeah, I hate when that happens. I think it just kills the value of the fish, I think. I don't know if it continues infecting anything, but it's good to get rid of it. Hello there. Ahoy. Anyone home? A large man is watching you through the billowing smoke of a campfire, idly carving away at a wooden stake. He stands as you pull ashore. Stranger, from that look on your face, I'd say you've encountered local wretches. Take a seat. Is that the thing that pops out of the water? You join him by the fire. I have been trying to rid them from this accursed jungle ever since we wrecked here. The boys called them mind suckers on account of them, well, affecting the mind. They made us see things, do things. I'd ask you for safe passage away from here, but not until I've avenged my squadron. What happened to him? Are you just holding that in your armpit? That's nice. A number of us went down in the fog, crashing into trees or ditching into the water. Those that survived rallied here, under the boughs of this giant tree. But it offered us scant protection. Before help could arrive, our numbers quickly dwindled, picked off by fiends and the forest. I've met a few would-be rescuers over the years, but none could help me in my fight. Are you different to the rest? Sure, yeah, why not? I figured you'd be up for it. You have the look. Listen up. First, we need to find the lost pieces of my squadron's mortar. Ah, finally a weapon. We'll then use that to bombard the beasts. Other planes went down to the north and east of where we are now. I'll mark the possible crash sites on your map. You go and see what you can salvage. How will you honor your squad mates? I've hung a few of their dog tags up on the tree behind me. It seemed fitting enough. But I've only got tags from the ones You must understand, I never found all of their bodies. If you happen to find any of the tags, you could add them to the tree with their brothers. I have a number of mechanical doodads you might find useful. Here, take this one in good faith. I'll give you more for each tag you bring me. Yeah, that sounds good. Tell me about the mind suckers. Devilish creatures, through and through. They'll stalk you along the waterways and emerge suddenly screeching their terrible song. The first time it happened, I saw shadows of my squad mates reaching out to me in a feverish dream. When I finally snapped out of it, I was covered in bloodied scratches that must have sent me running through the foliage. Since then, I've done my best to avoid the fiends. Their senses seem to be based on movement, so move carefully. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything. So he marked a couple places on the map there. So these are going to be the dog tags, I assume. Okay. Oh, or maybe it's the mortar. I don't know. Let's knock out some research. Let's see. We're pushing toward, I think, the nets here. Because I'd like to get... Honestly, these are rather large nets. Coastal shallow, coastal oceanic. I guess we just finish out the rods, to be honest. 2 p.m. We'll go ahead and knock out our panic there, and then we will go take a look at those sites for the mortar. And we will also keep our eye out for new kinds of fish. I think that's going to be nice. Hello? That music, man. Can we blow you up? Can we blow you up? Yes, we can. Very nice. Let's grab the bottle. We'll see if it's our newlyweds. Goldsmith and Son. Received a sum of $50.00 in exchange for 1 silver necklace with emeralds on silver mounting. Received a further $3 for custom engraving on reverse of mounting. Customer to return tomorrow, 23 December, for collection. Engraving to be as follows. 4J, my shining star. Okay. Take a look here. We got the entwined mullet, which is an aberration, the only aberration of our gray mullet. So we're starting to hit those twisted strands. We've got one. We have the aberration of the sergeant fish. Got several here in the twisted strand we got to get, as well as looks like just one crab? No, 2 crabs. 0 to 32 feet, 16 to 82 feet. So if we can find something over 16 but below 32, we should be able to catch both. Let's see what we can find. Where we need to go a bit more north and west. But we will also keep our crab pot on. So above 16, below 32, like right here. Pretty nice, because it's close. Sure. All right, and we're on our way. Northwest still, I reckon. Yeah, I see something back there. Looks like a biplane. Shapes in the deep. All right, let's dredge this up, and we'll see if it. Oops. It looks like a mortar. I was concentrating on how it looked. It looks like a piece of a mortar. Yeah, mortar frame. Excellent. And are you metal? You are. I don't know that I need metal. I need cloth. Well, you always need metal, I assume. I'll grab 1 piece. Oop, there's one of our buddies right there. Keeping an eye on him. There's another plane. This wasn't marked on the map, was it? No, it wasn't. Wreckage of an old fighter lies buried deep in the sand. You pull a little closer. Dog tags. Yeah. We need those. Take the mechanical part, of course. And a worn gold ring. Gold always holds value. So true. Okay, we're going to make our way east toward the other crash plane. And I will meet you when we get there. Makeshift dock. Campsite. You see a campsite. Some old fish are suspended on a spit over a fire that was never lit. A pile of fabric is gathered at the base of a large tree nearby. Inspect the fish. A rotten fish hangs from the spit. The fire below had been prepared. Someone must have left in a hurry. Probably from a mine sucker, I imagine. Check the bundle of fabric. A nest of rags lies at the base of a tree. Somebody slept out here. The rags are covered in bark chips. There are symbols carved into the tree trunk above. There's 3 distinct sets of symbols. Look at the first. There's a book symbol underneath a wave and an upward arrow. A cloud hangs over it all. Look at the second. 5 unfamiliar symbols mark the corners of a pentagram, the shape of a person lying down in the center. And the third. A book symbol sits above a wave. A downward arrow points from the book down through the wave. Ominous. Yeah, let's go back. Let's do a little research using that part that we just got. Continue toward the harvesting platform. And we will rest. So we're on the very northern tip of the island. We haven't got around to the east yet. So we'll rest and, again, meet you when we make our way over. Alright, we were being chased around by one of those mine suckers, and our power to dispel them hasn't come back. But I think he dove, so we might be safe-ish for a little while. I'm going to grab this bottle and see if it doesn't come back. Go ahead and read it. It feels like years since I've been warm. I do not expect him to write. I just need to know he thinks of me from time to time. The next few lines have been smudged out. He must return. More angry smudges follow. I've written him another letter. This will be the last one. Well, I hope that's not our newlyweds. How depressing. I see the plane back there, but there is another mine sucker coming in hot. Let's see if we can scoot around the backside and lose him. No? Maybe? Yeah, there he is. But our power is back, so we can dispel him as he comes close. Aha. Eat Eldritch Power. Alright, let's get the rest of this. Like a barrel. Mortar barrel. Very nice. Shoot updated. I assume we're going to head back. Dude, those look like guillotines. Not a huge fan of that. All right, sir. I've got a few things for you. How are things going? I have found some dog tags, first of all. Let me see. There you are. Thank you. I'll hang them on the tree here, as promised. Thank you. And I found your mortar. That's a lot. That's the lot. Now, while I work on assembling the mortar, you can get started on the next phase of the plan. You may have noticed some contraptions in the lagoons. I've assembled those traps for the mine suckers. We'll just need to lure them in there. Once they're in, I can fire on them with our new mortar, and that'll be the end of them. No more nightmares. I'll mark the locations. Got it? I have seen them. How did you make those? With patience. The creatures only seemed to sense movement, so when everyone was close, I froze. How do we get them in there? They're attracted to some very specific types of bait. Your skills will come in handy here yet again. I need bait. Oh, we need to make 3 baits from different combinations of fish. First one takes 3 fish from the area to make. I think I've seen all of these. Yeah, let's just go fishing then. Yeah. Let's, all right. Simple enough, straightforward. We're gonna go fishing. We're gonna return with a whole bunch of fish. Oh, this camera. We're gonna return with a whole bunch of fish and hopefully make a bunch of good bait. So I will see you as soon as I've got the fish in hand. All right, we are returning with a a cargo, oops, didn't mean to do that, a cargo hold full of different kinds of fish. We got gray mullets, we got sergeant fish, we have gar. I don't know if the apparitions, or whether or not they're rotting, because they're all rotting. We got tarpon, we have a giant mud crab, and a catfish. That is a gigantic catfish. And I know they can get big, but it's quite a lot. All right, let's talk about the traps. Talk about the first one. Let's see if rotting fish. Ah, it does. Beautiful. So 2 gray mullets and what looks like a gar. I'm gonna use this one. Well, still, we might still be able to sell that one. That should do it. I'll just mix these in. Here, load this into a trap. We'll clear it. When the trap springs, I'll fire on it with the mortar. Make sure you bring back proof that the thing's dead. You hear? Yeah, pungent bait. I'll take it. Let's discuss the bait for the second one. This one needs 2 fish from the area. Okay, so that's a catfish. And is that a gar? Or excuse me, is that a gray mullet? Apparently, yes. That should do it. I'll mix these in, load this into a trap. Fatted. Eated? Fatted? And let's discuss the last one. This requires 2 fish. I don't have any of those. Okay. We'll go find these. They look like giant leeches, to be honest. Okay, we'll go find giant leeches, and then maybe we'll load up some traps along the way. I'll bring you back when we do one or the other. That's all for now. I'm gonna go try to sell off the rest of this bait, or the rest of these fish, and then yeah, we'll load up. Maybe we'll load up that first trap, then go find. Hello. Okay, yeah, perfect, beautiful. Longfin eel. Well, that was fortunate, I suppose. Let's see if we can fit him in somehow. There we go. Okay, actually, never mind, Airman, never mind. Turns out you had that bait living right off of your dock. You could have caught it at any time. You just chose not to. You say you're patient, I say you're lazy. This one requires 2 fish. Oh, I happen to have those. Let's load it in. When the spring traps, I'll fire upon it with the mortar. So we have reeking bait. All right. Yeah, I'm still going to go sell off these fish before they start rotting. Might as well make a little bit of money. This camper work. Might as well make a little bit of money while we're out here. And then we will bait them their traps. First trap is right here at the entrance. Up, I see him over there. I see him. Bait it. Load the bait into the trap. You should probably move away. Yeah, no, I should. See how this works. Gotcha. You'd think that'd be enough. I guess that just holds them in place. Oh, that's great. Alright, where are these other traps? Looks like one to the... straight to the west, and then one straight to the north. Okay. We're also going to try and fish up the aberrations of the fish that we have here. So tarpon, sergeant fish, we have the mullet. So we're going to do that along the way. I hope that's okay with everyone. I'm a bit of a completionist. It is getting night. Let's go ahead and get this trap sprung. Load. Get the heck out of here. We will, however, watch it die. Because that's always nice. Fun for the whole family. Fire away, Airman. Skadoosh. Very nice. Another one down. If you're wondering why I keep popping out the old spyglass, it not only tells you what the fish are before, it also counts towards completion achievement. See if we can get the aberration catfish here. We did not. Let's see, what are you? Oh, longfin eel. We do need the aberration of you. Not only did we get it, we got a trophy. Endlessly pulling away, but torn apart, they would surely perish. Two spiteful siblings splitting at the seams. Double-headed? Yeah, twinned eels. That's gross. But quite cool. There's tarpon. We do need the tarpon. See if we get it here. If so, I'll show that. If not, I'll just meet you at the next and final trap. Okay, let's see. We got gar, we got treasure, gray mullet, sergeant fish. We did get the sergeant fish. So we have the vortex interloper. A slow swirl twists its body, stretching it toward an unseen dimension. So that just leaves us with the catfish and the tarpon, I believe. Catfish. Yeah, and tarpon. We still haven't got that. We'll have to go back and check our crab pots. Stellar basin still. So much to do, so much to do. Okay, let's bait our third and final trap. Load the trap. Get the heck out of here. Yes, come to your doom. Splagat! Gotcha. Fire away, sir. Beautiful. Pursuit updated. Trap the mine suckers, bait the traps, wait for the airmen to fire. Oh, right, we have to get the, I've been forgetting to do that. We have to go get proof. Chunk of flesh. Those are quite large. Okay, and I gotta keep my eye out for... Was it... I keep forgetting. The worst fisherman. Tarpon. I keep my eye out for tarpon. So that we can get the aberration. All right, I'm gonna go collect all the pieces, and then we'll go speak to the airman once again. All right, we got the nightwing catfish. So that gives us our aberrant catfish. And right over here is another one of those shrines that said it was filled with aberrant, or excuse me, deformed fish. Barely recognizable. So and it's pink, hot pink, the way the aberrants are. So I'm going to toss the catfish in here. The waves lap up to the platform where you laid the aberration. As the water makes contact, a buzzing sound fills the air. The previously still water bubbles up and over, obscuring the fish. A few moments later, the water calms. Something else is on the platform. We have the tendon rod, oceanic mangrove, and shallow. Yeah, we'll throw that in storage. Very cool. So we have all three of our chunks of flesh. We did ram our hole onto the side there for a little bit. We found the tarpon. Unfortunately, no aberrations there. So we still need that one. But we are going to go sell the fish that we have, and then check our crab pot and talk to the airman once again. Actually, instead of that, we need to go east. This is a straight up maze in here. We are actually just going to go find our crab pot. I believe is over here-ish. That's right on the other side. Over here somewhere, and then we'll just straight go to the airman. That it? Why am I so... There it is. I am so lost. Turned around in here. There we go. Horseshoe crab. Beautiful. We'll just pick it up, actually. Are you tarpon by chance? Let's pull back. Nope, more catfish. Those are very large, so we won't spend our time doing that. We will, however, just go chit-chat real quickly with the airman and let him know his people have been avenged. Hello, sir. I have a creature corpse. Let's see it then. You hand the tattered lump of flesh to the airman. It's almost unrecognizable, but you both know it couldn't have belonged to anything else. He pokes at it with his knife, testing the rubbery meat. He seems satisfied. Yes, this is one of the beast's. Progress at last. Move to go, though. Oh, you have more. You drop the flesh onto the ground. He gives it a few slashes. It wobbles. Another taken care of. One remains. And you have it. You drop the lard, bloodied carcass in front of the airman. His eyes fill with sadistic delight. He bends down and plunges his knife into the flesh. It falls away before the blade, revealing a glint of metal. With a sickening tear, he wrests it from where it was embedded in the flesh of the creature. He holds it aloft. You recognize it as a necklace glistening in gore. Well, fisherman, some fortune at last. This ought to fetch you a decent price from the right collector. Hint, hint. Here, why don't you take it? Don't mind if I do. He stands back from the corpse. A melancholic look comes over his face. And now, well, that's that, I suppose. What will you do now? I can't say for sure. I thought I'd be asking you for an escort from this place, but this has become somewhat of a home to me. It doesn't feel right to leave my brothers here. I think I shall stay a while. In the meantime, I can make bait for you. It ought to help with your fishing. Yeah, we might as well. Take some mixed bait. Ability unlocked. Bait. Toss bait to attract local species. And now you can make some of the fresh stuff. I'll need some fish. But the more you give, the more bait I can make. Let's give you all of my fish. Fantastic. And you turn all of this into bait. Oh, that is quite a few. We're just gonna send all of that. Storage will keep 2 on hand. Beautiful. They go crazy for this stuff. Day, night, it doesn't seem to matter. All sorts of fish show up. Okay, I think that will be it, man. We still have some dog tags and the like. However, I think we all know what time it is. I think it's time to pop over to the collector and give him his prize. Manifest. And here we are. Quick as you like. You enter the house carrying the ornate necklace. The collector recognizes it almost immediately. An excellent find. It demands pride of place in my collection. He sweeps aside some scraps on the dusty table, candle wax pooling in its corners. He places the necklace carefully in the clearing. And I suppose you'll be demanding a recompense as well? Once more, he opens the book, dust pouring from the pages as he reads aloud. You begin to feel weak, but you're rooted to the spot, knees on the very verge of buckling. As he finishes speaking, you feel blood rushing back to your legs. A strange feeling of power grows in your chest. We're so close. One more remains. I loathe to suggest it, but the abyssal plain on the approach to Devil's Spine is a likely candidate. See what you can find. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. The words, what did that happen? What did that do? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers toward you. The phrase instantly culls the closest shoal of fish, readying them for swift reaping. It can be heard from a great distance, so you need not be close to your victims, but the population is unlikely to recover from such vile trauma. Use it sparingly. Well, are you human? Your inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course. As human as you. Anything else? Am I human? I can't ask. Well, I suppose that is as good a time as any for a break. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye for now.